Last year, there I was kneeling down, praying to God in my room, kneeling down, praying to Jesus in my room. And I was crying my eyes ball out to God, weeping like never before, weeping and crying with all my heart like a little child. That I was screaming and yelling and shouting at the top of my voice, weeping out to God. Why? Because it hurt so much. It cost too much. And it cost me everything. Why? Because for the last 15 years of my life, I've been working and sending all the money back home. 15 years of my life, 15 years of all my money, 15 years of all my saving. And here is the bad news from overseas, telling me that they have to sell that one block of land that belongs to me because the one that loaned them the money, they said that they will take them to court if they don't pay the money that they own. And so my mother betrayed me, my sister betrayed me, they all lied to me, they all cheated on me. And the very last things that they took from me is the block of land that I bought from my uncle, planning to build the Church of God later. And they took that land and they go and loan it to the people to get the money in exchange. And now they are in debt trapped between the two. And I cannot do anything about it because the block of land was in my mother's name and my mother allowed my sister to use that for the use of her selfish gain. And now she in death trap, ocean at the front and soldiers at the back, ready to chase her, ready to kill her. And here, the bad news from overseas is telling me that they have to sell that block of land. If they don't sell it, the people that loan them the money will take them to court and then they will lose everything. And they still own them money too. And it's a huge amount of money. And then here I am, crying out to God, really, really weeping out to God with all my heart, screaming and yelling and shouting from here. And it's so painful. Because why? Because I don't want to let go of that block of land. I don't want to say, yes, go and sell that block of land and get your debts cancelled. No. Because I know what I want to do with that. And that block of land was bought by our grandparents during the Cambodia Civil War in 1975 about the Khmer killing field. They were suffer so much for that block of land. And now, with the third and fourth generation on, they destroy it in the blink of an eye because of selfish gain. And now they are telling me that I have to give them permission to sell that to pay off their debts. And here I am crying out to God with my eyes ball out, ball out, saying, God, I don't want to do it. And I really, really cry out to God, screaming and yelling and shouting. It hurts so much. It hurts so much. And I said to him, I said, God, I just screamed out to him and said, God, I love you so much, like that. But I screamed louder than that, and the tears just like waterfall. And then As soon as I finish saying that, I hear the still small voice of God speak from my heart, loudly and clearly saying, "If you love me, forgive those who sin against you." I was speechless. I was frozen, thinking in my mind, "God, do you know how much this hurt me? Do you know how much I was hurt about this? And here you are telling me to forgive them? 15 years of my life, 15 years of all my money is not enough, and now they destroy the one last thing that I have. And now you're telling me to love them. You're telling me to forgive them? Do you know how I feel? Do you know?" So I cry even more. And then I finally understood when he said, "You will seek me and you will find me when you seek me with all your heart." Jeremiah 29:13. I finally understood his word, because there I was crying out to him with all my heart. Because the pain is so real, the pain is so deep, the pain is so painful, it's so hurtful. But let me tell you this, if God don't allow me to go through what I go through, there is no way I would be kneeling down there, weeping out to God like a baby, crying out to God, pouring out my heart to God, like in deep despair, in deep grief. And no way I would hear God's voice speaking to me like that. And so, now you know what to do with yourself. I hope that this testimony will open your heart, will touch your heart, and let Jesus speak for himself. Because he said, "If you love me, forgive those who sin against you." And now you know what to do. I leave it to you. God bless.